Welcome back, students. I, Praveen Kishore, I have come back with another question that is of Indian Society GS paper 1. This is question number 8, GS paper 1, Indian Society, that is of 2024. This is a question that has to be written in 150 words, and the question is about distinguish between gender equality, gender equity and women's empowerment. Why is it important to take gender concerns into account in program designing and implementation, right? So first let us see what is the difference between gender equality and gender equity. Right. So here we have this gender equality and gender equity. Gender equality refers to idea of equality, that is equal pay for equal work, equal representation in the political system, etc. So women have equal rights, responsibilities and duties as men, right? Equal pay for equal work, equal opportunity in employment, etc. That is, men and women should be treated as equal to each other in similar situations, right? What in Constitution of India, in fundamental rights, we say equality before law and equality of opportunity. So this should be there. Second is gender equity. This is based on the idea of fairness. The idea of fairness, that is, the meaning is that women have been discriminated since long time. Most of the society is patriarchal. Even Indian society is patriarchal. In this patriarchal society, women's status is lower, and therefore women are marginalized section of the society. Women are discriminated lot in the society. So if you treat men and women equal, the starting point is not equal. As a result, what happens? There should be certain incentive, certain motivation, certain special arrangement for women to move up and attain equality with men, right? So this is based on the idea of fairness. This is based on the idea of fairness. Why? Because women historically discriminated, so need special arrangement. For example, monetary incentive, reservation of seats, etc. These are required. So this is called gender equity. So gender equality is characterized by equality before law, equal opportunity, and gender equity is a special provision to empower women because they have remained a discriminated lot for many years. Right. Now, what is the meaning of women empowerment, right? Empowerment refers to a situation when a person has control over his own life and his or her own life, and he or she is able to fully exploit his or her potential, right? There should not be any restrictions or irrational restrictions, irrational constraint on that person, right? Women have been discriminated a lot for a long time. So if we create a situation where women are able to enjoy autonomy in life, women are free to take decisions about their life, women have bodily self-control, the control over their own body. So this is called women empowerment, right? So women empowerment refers to the condition in which women are free to take decision and make choices. This is called women empowerment, right? This is what we can call it self-control over mind, body and soul, right? This is the best way to explain the concept of empowerment, and even in the context of women, that if women have control over their body, mind and soul, they are free to take decision, right? They are not constrained by any irrational restrictions, and if they are able to enjoy their full potential of individual advancement, then it is called women's empowerment. Now the question is that why women empowerment should be a big issue, right? A concern while framing the policy and implementing the programs, right? We all know that in any society, women constitute 50% of the population. If you keep 50% of the population out of the competitive environment, then definitely that society would not be able to exploit the full potential of its population. We have seen that any society which curtails the freedom of women have not grown properly, or economic development has not taken place, right? So first is that if we want to take India into developed stage, we have to take our women together, right? So since they constitute 50% of the population, they must not be left outside the nation's economic mainstream or political mainstream, right? So empowered women would be contributing in national development. Secondly, a society cannot improve, and particularly when we talk about a democratic society, if in the legislative body, perspective of all sections of the society is expressed, right? So if women are not properly represented in the parliament or legislative bodies, definitely their perspective would not be tabled properly. And when women's perspective is absent from debate, deliberation and discussion, then the policy resulting from such situation would not be efficient enough. So women empowerment, and particularly through economic and political empowerment, this can be ensured. Right. There is another reason for this, that we need to create an equal society, right? That is to harness best of the talent, whether in men or women, using the full potential of workforce. This is required. Right. Therefore, economic, social, political empowerment is very important for lead India to a developed stage. Thank you. And again, it is presented by me, Praveen Kishore, Faculty Sociology, right? The sociology classes are being conducted at Old Rajendra Nagar, IS Delhi Institute premise, right? So anyone who is interested in that, he can contact IS Delhi Institute. Thank you.